Woman King is this new film that's out in theaters that came out this weekend. I didn't have time to go watch it, mostly because I wanted to go see a couple other movies this weekend, see how they run. And Pearl, I wanted to go see those first before I went to go see this one, um, because I was just genuinely more interested in it. This film looked really good though, and I was gonna go see it, so I went to go see it and I checked it out, and I did like this movie. I thought it was good. It's not quite as great as everybody's been making it out to be. This is one of those films that gets a lot of buzz at a film festival, and you're just gonna watch and be like, I don't really get why that got so much buzz, but it was good. Uh, this film actually does a lot to put Black Panther to shame, and what I mean by that is not the fact that it represents black people. Uh, it's not really that, but it's more the fact that the violence in this movie. So this is a PG-13 movie, but the violence is on a level of a rated R movie, and it's also like really good in camera action and violence that should be in a movie like Black Panther, but will never be. And so it just makes that movie look worse. And that's one thing. Also, I think the performances are significant, and I'm not just here to compare this movie to Black Panther, but I think the performances are a lot stronger than like a Black Panther movie. I don't know. I'm curious how Black Panther 2 is gonna be, but like I think Black Panther is such an overrated movie, and all I could think while I was watching this movie is, man, like this feels like something I would want out of a Black Panther movie. You know, representing African culture really well. Now, not this specific time period in African culture, but just like representing different parts of it. And I think the Black Panther movie did a decent job at that, but didn't do a great job at it. And just also like you know, actually having really strong performances. Not to say there were zero of that in Black Panther. Specifically, Michael B. Jordan was a huge standout in that movie. There's a reason he's a fan favorite character. But like, I don't know. And then the action was very bad in Black Panther. So it was just weird to watch this movie that's PG-13 like Black Panther, has a huge all-star black cast like Black Panther, and kind of just did everything that I thought that movie did poorly. Viola Davis was great, and so was John Boyega and the rest of the cast. They all did great jobs. I also liked that there was a controversy behind this movie that's so dumb, which is that the tribe of this movie is based on in real life. They were slavers, and they're like, oh no, they're propping them up to be cool and badass women warriors or whatever, and that's the film. A major point in the story of this movie is addressing the fact that this tribe was hypocritical to put their own people into slavery, their own race, and dealing with that. So, like, that's one thing that's I feel like it's weird about this movie. Is like those kind of people who bring that up. I don't feel like they're ever black people. They're always white people who bring it up, and then it's like weird because why would a white and it's like these white people that bring it up. It's like, why are you talking about slavery? Because like, not to say like you're not allowed to if you're white, but it feels like they're trying to address something that they don't care about, make a controversy out of it, and it feels like a race thing because they're trying to make a controversy about an all-star black cast of black people, a controversy for slavery, even though these aren't normally people that would ever care about slavery. Not to get too political, but I just thought that was a weird thing that I was reading about this movie. But yeah, I did really appreciate it. The score to this movie is really good, actually. I was very shocked by that. I mean, I didn't. It's not one I would listen to outside of the movie, but it does what it needs to do in the movie, and that's really good. There are some scores like that, like Star Wars music I can listen to outside of the movies. And then there's like music like the soundtrack to like in the Dark Knight movies. I would probably never listen to those. Well, that's probably not a good example. I actually would listen to those outside the movie. But there are soundtracks to movies that are really good that you wouldn't necessarily listen to out of the context of the movie. But yeah, this is a good movie. I didn't love it. I thought it was just a solid movie. It's definitely worth a watch. I don't know if it's a rush out to theater to watch, but it definitely would be cool to watch on a big like screen because this is warrior action. This is brutal violence. You know, something cool to watch on the big screen, I guess. It's definitely better than some of the other choices that came out this weekend. But the thing is, the only way I would say it'd be worth it is if you were watching it on a larger screen. But all those larger screens are about to be taken up, and literally 2 days after posting this video, by the re-release of Avatar, which I'll be talking about probably not this weekend, but like probably on Monday or something. So expect that review. On like this upcoming Monday. But I'm planning to talk about Moon Age Daydream and Don't Worry, Darling. Those films look great, and I want to definitely check those out. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.